Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today we are going to do some collaging. Now I am a bit late to this party, but I only just discovered the Scavenger Hunt collage challenge yesterday. I have my journal and I have some pretty bits here and I want to play. Now, this challenge is organised by Lee's Art Studio and Art and Junk Journals. I will put their details down in the description box. I've picked this page because it already has some stitching on it, and the theme for this month's challenge for August is sewing. And I like to sew two smaller book pages together to use in my journals because I hate writing, when it's flipped around the side because you've folded a page in half. So we are going to start with a piece of pattern paper. That seems like a logical start. And I'm using this Oohoo Blue glue, which I've never used before. I usually love Oohoo glue, but they had this blue one and they had them on clearance at work, and I went, I'm just going to try it, so we'll see how it goes. The next thing I'm putting down here is this gorgeous picture of a mannequin that seems very appropriate for a sewing journal. And of course, she has a gorgeous fur shrug on. So yes, we just had to use this. Thank you, Daphne's Diary, for this absolutely gorgeous image. That is the second thing I'm putting down. Now, I went through my stash, and as you can see, I've got all sorts of cute little bits. This little one that's going down now is a picture of a wall hanging that's been embroidered, so that seems like a perfect choice. The next thing here is a little cross-stitch picture. That was probably the very first crafty thing I ever got into. Years ago I started cross-stitching, did it for quite a while and then didn't pick it up for a very long time. Finally started stitching again when I took part in Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, which I did round 1. And now, of course, we are currently doing round 2. And I have all my beautiful threads and needles and all sorts of gorgeous things, which honestly I didn't use for years, but I'm using them again. So back in sewing mode. So I've popped down that cute little owl. She's a little fabric hand sewn doll. I thought that was appropriate. Now I've got these gorgeous scissors here, but as you can see, it wasn't the full image of the scissors, so I've put it right up against the edge. And look, I've got all sorts of handicraft style pictures here. Most of them came from Daphne's Diary over the time. Was going to put this one down. It's actually a photo of a knitted jumper. In the end, I decide it's too big, so I'm just going to use half of it. And then I think, oh no, maybe I'm not going to use it. But you watch it make a reappearance very shortly. So we're just sticking down all sorts of bits and pieces. Of course, we have to have a sewing machine. It's a bit hard to do a lot of sewing unless you want to do it all by hand. So we have a machine, and look, the little jumper makes its reappearance because it is a perfect fit for that spot there. I don't want to cover the simplicity wording because it just hints as to exactly what this theme is all about. This is a cute little image of a wooden spool with yellow cotton on it. Thought that was ideal. Oh, look, and just all sorts of bits and pieces. This is another one. It's a timber peg spool with stranded cotton on it. Again, I didn't have the full image, so I've put it right up against the edge. This little one is a pic of an embroidery that obviously somebody else did, and it has really large stitches, but it looked really cool, so I thought I would throw that in there. I've got another thing of stranded cotton. Had to put that one down out of all the ones that I found because it's pink, and I'm sort of heading down a bit of a pink path here, obviously with a few other colours thrown in. So we're just gluing away here merrily. I'm liking the blue glue so far. Everything's going down without any trauma. That is that one, there's a little jar, and it's hard for you to see, but it actually is full of ribbons. So I thought that seemed quite appropriate for a sewing journal. And this cute little butterfly is, I don't know if you remember doing them. I'm pretty sure I did them at school. You know where you got the wire and that thin stretchy mesh, and you made little butterflies and hearts, and it has some little beads sewn on it for its body. So I thought, oh, I think that applies into the sewing collection. Then almost out of paper bits here. It's amazing. I thought I had way too many, but as I'm gluing, I can still find spaces. But anyway, I don't mind a bit of white space, or in this case, brown space. And here I've got these little buttons. I actually have a button die cut, so I'm popping a few of those down. I just went through a collection that I had and found sort of the ones in the right colour tones for this. Now, I have basically run out. It's time to get some fabric happening. Oh, no, sorry, I did the ruler. That's right. Yeah, so we've got hardly anything left there, so we're getting out some little lacy bits, tiny little scraps that I found in my stash. That one there I ummed and ahed about because it was more apricot-y rather than pink, but I went, oh, look, for crying out loud, we don't need to be that particular. I think that's unnecessary. And I also found these two words. One of them is pattern and the other one I think is embroidery. I thought they seemed suitable. They just happened to be on a page that I cut something else out from, so I added that to the collection. And of course, if you know me at all, I can't resist the opportunity to use sparkles. So I, of course, have to add some sequins to my spread. These ones are really pretty. They're white and they have a pearlescent pink tinge to them. I'm sure that you won't be able to pick that up on the camera, but it doesn't matter. And then I've got these tiny little pearlized pink ones. So, of course, have to make room for that. That's where I love getting my tweezers out, because honestly, I find with my long fingernails, gluing sequins down is not the easiest thing. So, very handy to use your tweezers when you're trying to do that. And then we're done. I've run out of all the things that I collected, and I think my spread is full enough. Thank you so much for watching. If you want details or want to join in this challenge next month, I believe it's postage. So I will definitely be playing along. I love all things happy mail and airmail. So until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye for now.